Hello friends, let's make a fox hand puppet out of 2 pieces of paper. You'll need a piece of orange construction paper and a piece of white construction paper. You'll also need scissors. You'll need a pen or marker. You'll need some tape for this one. And let's face it, a glue stick as well. Let's cover all our bases. By using 2 pieces of paper, we actually had the materials to make 2 puppets because we only need half of each. The top half is made from a half a piece of paper, and this is actually slightly smaller, even less than a half a piece of paper. So you can split these up and have the materials for 2. So this piece I've already got left over from the practice puppet right there. So that's half of the sheet. And let's go ahead and get the half of the white sheet to work with here. I think I would prefer to keep them as 2 separate pieces and then put it together toward the end. Let's start with the top of our head right here. We want to fold this piece in half. Unfold it. Now we have a marker here where we want to fold all the way up to that point and a sizable overlap beyond here. That looks good right there. Now I want to do the opposite here on the other side. I'm just eyeballing it here. If it's not perfectly symmetrical, it'll just give your puppet some character. Unfold right here. Now we need to do another fold, which is to take this corner and run it along this folded valley right here, all the way up to the point. We're going to do the same over here on this side, all the way up to the point. If we fold this back up, we see these are our ears right here. Kind of fold them up right here. And I think what I'm going to do is put some glue stick right here and then delicately put a piece of tape over this ridge to hold it, and hopefully it will set before too long. Obviously, we're going to do the same for the bottom, but I think it looks better to scale it down a little bit. All right, I like a little bit of a differentiation in the size right here. We'll start by folding it in half, and then I'm going to cut a little bit off in both dimensions because I actually want it to be smaller here and back to front right here. So we open this back up. Now we do this fold right here and give it some good overlap. Unfold. We'll do the same thing over here. Want some good overlap. All up to this same point right here. Then We come in and we fold this over here. This side along this valley up to the point. So now we're going to do the same thing here. Lather it with the glue stick, tape it up. We are essentially operating like this right here. We've got these, our top and our bottom jaw right here. Let's go ahead and add a piece of tape now and combine the top and the bottom. Flatten it out. Put it halfway across like this. Not all the way to the corners. Flatten the bottom piece up against it and get it centered. Just a little fussy. Don't rush it. Get them flush with each other. Let's add an interior lining to this mouth right here, and it will just reinforce this joint. So the first thing I want to do is fold this black piece of paper in half. All right, I've got a black piece of construction paper here. And then I'm going to sandwich it in. Now I'm going to trace around it. So I've lined this up here. I'm going to cut really inside of this line, all right, by a fairly generous amount right here. I want to make sure that the lining doesn't come out of the edges with the closed mouth. I still think that's a little bit too big, so I'm going to shave a little bit more off of it. I like the look of that. On we go with the glue stick. Making sure I've gone all the way out to the edge with the glue there. See if we can get this thing lined up nicely inside. Let's add a tongue here. Let's just draw the face on here. I think that's one of our last steps. We'll start with the nose right here. This is how I've been doing the ears. Kind of like that. It's like Garfield. Eye placement. Let's get this right, folks. See how I cut off a little bit of the bottom of the circle right there, right on the eye. And that implies that the cheeks are kind of scrunched up there, which maybe makes the character look a little more happy. You know, there's one other thing that is kind of like uniquely Fox-like, and it's this line right here. And I'm gonna see if we can get this tape off of here and let me do a subtle little line with some charcoal. And you know, this step is, like I said, certainly optional, but I just for some reason think that line there says Fox more than anything else. Let me fold up the ears a little more. One last thing we should look at is from this view. And look what I've done here. This has moved over to the side, but I actually, when I slide my hand in here, I can use that piece of paper in the middle as a grip, and it's nice. It gives you a little more traction, a little more to work with. One more little thing. This does add so much. A little white highlight on the eye. There, yeah, there we go. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for making a fox puppet with us. And, oh, I'm sorry, do you have something to say? Oh, so close to knowing what the fox says.